A couple weeks ago, I worked with Adrian Steel to completely upfit and change the layout of my van.
Starting on their website, I was able to see what they offered as far as my specific van. It also gave me the information to the people in my area to help me customize and custom upfit the van and get everything shipped. They created this design for me, and I went in to my local distributor and actually walked through the process and walked through all the equipment that goes into putting the van together. I gave them my van with really messed up floors. It was all rotted wood on the floor and the old Adrian Steel system. They removed all of it, and then they explained the process of cleaning and completely re-upfitting the van for the new system. To give you a little bit of context, my van was a 2016 Ford Transit. And yeah, as I stated previously, the van was in the condition that I actually received it in. So it was all original Adrian Steel and it wasn't properly installed. So this is all like rust and dirt under the rotted wood floor that was initially in here. And I actually didn't have to take care of any of this. They did it all for me. I brought my van in fully shelved and they stripped it down. The process took 2 days, and they explained that it would be different for everybody depending on the condition of the van. A lot of the times it can be done in a day when you get a brand new van with no previous storage. I also had the old roof racks on that we bought off of Amazon and hand installed because the original van didn't come with them. They removed them completely for me. And then they started to get ready to install the Adrian Steel Pro Lift ladder racks. I'm going to do 2 on each side because usually this van gets set up for 2 separate ladders. And sometimes they're really hard to access. I actually saw this initial ladder rack at Work Truck Week last year and really loved the design. So I'm really excited for this to get implemented into my specific van. You'll see later on in the video when I'm actually stocking the vehicle, you'll see me use the ladder racks towards the end, but this is just the installation process. After they started that, they got into the flooring. So like I said, initially the flooring was some rotted plywood that was bolted. It actually took them a decent amount of time to get the original flooring removed. I felt really bad. They had to actually grind off the old rusted bolts. And so this is a really cool new flooring that they're going to install. There's no drilling needed. The floor is specific to the factory holes that are already in each van. So it just keeps the integrity of the vehicle. It also has been rigorously crash tested for safety. So you don't ever have to worry about the durability or performance of the flooring and the integrity of it. This is the installation process. It didn't take them much time at all to install these floorings. Another key feature in this is actually the wiring process. I never realized how much additional wiring was going to go into this. I did add some separate accessories. We work at night a lot and I can't see out of my van or inside my van sometimes. So they actually replaced all the inside lighting with LED lighting. They also put 3 spotlights, 2 in the back doors and 1 on the side door that can rotate out and around. I'll show you guys those at the end. But so to do this, they needed to add a bunch of different additional wiring. They also added a second inverter. This way I can have a battery mount and I can charge all of my portable batteries for my power tools. Makes it super easy and efficient. Another really cool part of this is the partition that they're going to be installing. So if you have a van, you know that the usual partitions are metal and they clank. Everything makes so much noise. These are new composite partitions. This is what it's looking like before it gets fully installed. It is so nice and allows for more accessories to be put on the back. There is also a window, so you can completely see into the back of the car while you're driving. They are also now putting up the walls, which will allow for no screwing or setting of new screws for the actual shelving. You can see that everything's preset, pretty standard, and like I said, it's really important for keeping the integrity of the vehicle, not making a million holes. This process was also pretty fast. As you can see, you're getting kind of a behind the scenes look on what it actually looks like for them to be installing these products, which was actually really cool to watch. I've never seen a van upfit before. Getting into that composite partition that we spoke about, this is what it's looking like after all the brackets are installed. I did ask for some accessories to go on the back of this. On Adrian Steele's website, it's actually fully customizable. You can see all the different products that they have. Literally, the options are endless. I chose this rack specifically because you'll see when I put the van together how I store everything. This is what it looked like to the completion. I added a lot of long drawers so I can put all of my power tools in. I also added a really heavy duty pull out drawer on the side so that way I can add things that I need to be easily accessible. And now you're gonna watch me put it all together. They're doing the final parts of securing the flooring and the remaining shelving.
And today we get to fully stock it with all of my essentials. Let's go.
Van organization is key when you're in the trades, especially doing service work like I do. I need a place to put everything. I need to make sure that when I'm looking in my van before I'm stocking it for the day, that I have what I need. So all of this was awesome and allowed me to have so much space and room. This is actually the smaller Ford Transit van. And so initially I didn't have a lot of room to put stuff, but now that the storage is completely customized and works in my favor, I'm able to literally fit everything I need. This is the drawer that I was talking about with all my power tools. I was able to hang my benders, and I had these hooks on the back that are adjustable. They can be moved around. I put all of my other non-essential accessories on the right-hand side, and this is...
And that's it. The van is fully
rack.
ready for service work.
And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you guys are interested, you can head to Adrian Steele's website, type in your zip code, and it will show you all of the commercial van upfit places where you can get started on yours.